We stand on the precipice of fundamental societal transformation. The collective intelligence of the human species begins to pale in comparison.
So RLHF is how we align the model to what humans want it to do. I suspect too much of the processing power, for lack of a better word, is going into using the model as a database instead of using the model as a reasoning engine. And every time we put out a new model, and we've just really felt this with GPT-4 this week, the collective intelligence and ability of the outside world helps us discover things we cannot imagine, we could have never done internally. We'll only be able to agree on a very broad bounds of what these systems can do. And then within those, maybe different countries have different RLHF tunes. Certainly individual users have very different preferences. Hey, model, please pretend like you, or please only answer this message as if you were Shakespeare doing thing X.
And that's interesting because that is the art form as you collaborate with it as an assistant.
This idea of dialogue interfaces and iterating with the computer as a creative partner tool, I think that's a really big deal. Who gets to decide what the real limits are? And how do we build a technology that is going to have huge impact, be super powerful, but still draw the lines that we all agree have to be drawn somewhere? The level status, people want drama, people want new things, people want to create, people want to feel useful. People want to do all these things, and we're just going to find new and different ways to do them, even in a vastly better, unimaginably good standard of living world. I think it's interesting how much sort of the Silicon Valley religion of the simulation has gotten close to Brahman, and how little space there is between them. We know if on Twitter we were mostly having LLMs direct the whatever's flowing through that hive mind.
Yeah, on Twitter and then perhaps beyond.
And then as on Twitter, so everywhere else eventually.
Yeah, how would we know?
My statement is we wouldn't. At this point, it is a certainty. There are soon going to be a lot of capable open source LLMs with very few to no safety controls on them. And so you can try with regulatory approaches. You can try with using more powerful AIs to detect this stuff happening. I'd like us to start trying a lot of things very soon. So we've got the Moloch problem. On the other hand, we've got people who are very aware of that. And I think a lot of healthy conversation about how can we collaborate to minimize some of these very scary downsides. As a sort of citizen of the world, I'm very appreciative of that. These systems will make a lot of jobs just go away. Every technological revolution does. And I think we as a society are confused about whether we want to work more or work less. We spend a lot of time figuring out what to do, getting on the same page about why we're doing something, and then how to divide it up and all coordinate together.